One day, I'm gonna find a husband. I'm gonna have a home. I'm gonna have kids, perfect kids. I'm going to have a good, steady job with a good, steady paycheck. Life is predictable and enjoyable. Life is easy. Not. My life is completely the opposite of that. I'm divorced. I am a co-parent. I do have kids, but I have them 50% of the time. I have a very unpredictable job. I am literally on a plane every other week to a different country to make that money to continue my business. This is my normal, and I'm really fucking happy. And even though the happily ever after story didn't work out, I'm really happy. So is this my happily ever after? My travel schedule this month has been insane. I think I was in Paris and then London, and then I came home for 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, I went to Vegas, came home. Oh my God, I don't even fucking know. What I love most about my job and just coming to these kind of trips is my freaking friends. I get to see my friends.
Reunited!
How long has it been?
It's been years. Yeah, it's been a freaking minute.
And yeah, I don't get to see them all the time because a lot of them live across the world and they're just busy doing their thing. Majority of them are content creators, so we kind of can relate to this type of lifestyle. And I do feel normal around them. There's only a very small handful of us that do this type of work. And I'm just really excited to see all my friends on this trip and catch up with them. We had a baby.
Yes.
I went through a divorce. I feel like a whole lifetime has happened.
It has.
I'm just happy to see you again.
You know, this is like one of the best things about coming on these types of trips. It gives you like uninterrupted time to like hang out. And I feel like you're always kind of like, you've always been like big sister, where you're already kind of like maybe like a step or two.
I'm Ajima now.
No, you're Agashi forever.
Agashi energy.
Yeah.
I've always like had a tendency to compare myself to other people. Like, my life is so not normal compared to my other friends or these people or my parents, and or even like my situation with co-parenting. And I realized that no, this is my normal and that's their normal.
We're gonna open up a matcha store.
Matcha store. We're opening up a matcha store in LA. What should we call it? Ami Matcha? Ami didn't order her own and she's just stealing everyone's.
But I paid for it.
This is so good.
Insane.
It's vegan gelato. I told myself I would never fall in love again. So I've been in this relationship with my boyfriend for about 2 years now. We actually celebrated our 1-year anniversary over the summer. And it's not that I have anything to hide, but it just feels really nice to be able to keep some things for yourself, for myself, for the first time ever. And I think that's one thing that I've learned from my kind of previous life of doing what I do for a living, but also exposing so much of my family. And so I think I've gotten a lot better about protecting the people that I love and the people around me, because they are important. And the world I don't have to share those things with the world necessarily. I'm not saying that I never will share, but at this point, I'm just really enjoying it for myself. Traveling with my boyfriend has been incredible. It takes a very specific person to be able to... You have to walk in when I'm talking about you, right?
Well, no, I didn't know.
You can sit there. I'm talking about you.
Oh, thank you. What sort of shit you talking?
I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying that we're incredible travel partners.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you think we travel really well together?
Yeah, it's super easy.
given the intensity of travel that I do, it's not like I travel just for vacation. I travel a lot for like 24-hour trips to an international country, and then home for 24 hours, and then 48 hours to another international country, and then home for maybe 3 days. And it's been great to travel with a partner, travel with my boyfriend, because when I usually come on these trips, it's work for me. And that is the name of the game. We are here for work. No other reason but here to work. I have been doing this job of influencing, creating content for over 15 years now, and I've been to some incredible places and incredible experiences, but I was never able to fully take it in and enjoy it for myself. But what I've learned is to actually really enjoy it now. I actually do enjoy the moment. And I've also learned that if you can't be present now, and if you can't be happy with what you have now, you'll never be happy with the future. If I got a little bit of success, I was like, oh, it's not enough. And we would never celebrate moments because I just wanted more, because I thought more would bring happiness. But it doesn't. It really doesn't. And I think once I realized, and I did a lot of soul searching and digging, it's the present. Oh wow, this is amazing. It feels so refreshing. I always order a lot of fruit. I try to get full off of fruit first. What are you doing? And it's also nice because obviously I have my thing, and sometimes he comes with me when I travel, but I also go with him because he's also an entrepreneur and he has to do some travels as well. And it's really nice that we can support each other in that way, that we don't really have to explain ourselves. Like the other day, like we're here in Singapore, and like he was like, I'm gonna jump on a flight to go to Indonesia to do some meetings there. I'm like, okay, bye. I think it's very rare to find someone that just gets that and is so down for that. Little black dress thing today. Do you like this dress?
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks amazing.
It's kind of like plain up front though, because like all the photos are gonna be up front. So
What do you have to do? You know, the legs a little bit like that, and
it's a no.
I would say no. Yeah.
It's a no. This is what happens when you date a guy in fashion. He has an opinion about all the looks. Oh, he he likes to think he has the exclusivity to good taste. It's because he's French. Am I right? Yeah. He's nodding his head.
And I'm shit.
And I'm a basic American bitch.
Can make some progress.
Everyone always asks me, how the hell do you travel so much? Do you get jet lag? And the answer is yeah, of course I get jet lag, but I just know how to control it very, very well. If I can land in the evening, I want to land in the evening at my destination, because from there, I have a very strict kind of schedule. I always go for a workout, a really, really hardcore HIIT run. I will run for about 20 to 30 minutes. I do my super high intensity runs and then slow it down. High intensity, slow it down. It's kind of like the Barry's boot camp method, right? And then I'll do that for 20, 30 minutes. And then usually, I didn't get to do it on this trip. After that, I jump into the sauna, the steam room, for about 20 minutes. And I just like completely decompress. And then I go eat a nice dinner. It's around like 9 p.m. at this point. So by then I'm like exhausted. I got a good sweat. My belly is full and I'm ready for bed. This is like a rice fish thing. Okay, so Jenn is gonna come over and get ready with me, which I'm really excited about because I love Jenn. I've always viewed Jenn as my little sister. I think I started on YouTube a little bit earlier than her. I was growing up, watching her grow up. I think she's like 32, so I'm 38, so I'm her onni, and she always calls me onni, which is really cute. And I just feel like I've always been connected to Jenn, even though we don't see each other that often. I feel like this is the best version of myself I've ever been. And I feel like people always say like, oh, in your 30s, things get so much better. And I'm like, yeah, like you're just saying that. And I'm just like this lost 28-year-old. But I'm like, damn, they were freaking right.
You're so
It
right.
is true. And don't you feel like you just don't take shit anymore? I don't know, for me, and it doesn't like, nothing really affects me anymore. And I don't know if it's because like, I've just gone through so much past few years, but I also think that I don't, like if I get mean comments or like someone saying like, my eyelids look botched, I'm like, I don't care. Like
my fucking eyes, yeah, they're on your eyes. They look great.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. No, but you're really courageous for just being like, yeah, I got surgery. Very candid. Like, a lot of people don't talk about that. Suddenly, like, if you just hid yourself for a year and you're like, I've emerged, they'll be like, huh, like she feels different. Yeah.
I mean, it's like I don't know how to do small talk. It's like I don't know how to like fluff it, and I'm like, it's either I tell you or I'm gonna be awkward and weird.
Right, no, there's no in between. It's either like I'm gonna give you my whole life story with all the freaking details, or like I'm a stone. Like I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm like I'm either not gonna talk or I'm just gonna verbally vomit like and tell you like I got my eyes done, I got a divorce, I co-parent.
Yep.
That's just who I am.
Yeah, no, but I love it. Like, this is, like I feel like this is.
I'm not for everyone. I'm not. Yeah. She just has a heart of gold. And so when I found out that she's on this trip, we're like, okay, at some point we have to carve out time to actually catch up. I think so much has happened in our life since I've last seen her. I mean, she became a mom. She became a freaking mom. I'm like, Jen, when did you become a mom? Like you're still, in my eyes, a college kid, like talking about your vintage clothing. You know, after seeing all my friends and just catching up with them, it just reminds me of how that there's no timeline for anything, like truly. And although it seems like everyone on the internet, right, because we all consume so much content from the internet, has their shit together, no one has their shit together. That's a secret. No one has their shit together. That's one thing I have concluded, and we all look up to other people thinking that they have their shit together. And so happily ever after, does that exist? I think so. But it doesn't exist in the way that we were all brainwashed to think that it would be. I think happily ever after is what you make of it. It's what you make of your life. And it's about not buying into other people's timelines and comparing yourself to other people. But as long as you feel happy in the moment and you're content with your life now, that's all that matters. That is your happily ever after. And there is no ever after. We're always constantly growing and we're constantly evolving, and that's the beauty of life. And as long as you're content and happy with yourself at the moment, that's all that matters. And so yeah, this is my happily ever after. This is it for me.